Alright. I am not going to be able to get through this without crying, but here we go. Hello everyone, my name is May Shadow Wolf, and I'm just going to talk about a little bit of, oh my god, okay, I'm going to talk about the recent events with FNAF and all of that, what's going on. I'm not going to explain exactly what's going on because this is unscripted and it's going to be really hard to talk about it without crying. Anyway, Jesus Christ, I'm already crying slightly, but this is unscripted, so I'm not going to talk about everything because I might get it wrong without, I will talk about a few things that I know happened, and that's about it. So if there is something I got wrong, I'm sorry, just do your own research on it. There are some Reddit posts on Reddit, and there are some YouTubers who talked about it. Don't go watch FNAF's video on it, by the way. Don't do that. I mean, he just don't watch that. That's not the best source. He doesn't even explain what happened either, but well, let's just say he said it sounded like Scott was manipulative. So yeah, no, we all know that's not the best source. If he's gonna say that, because no, Scott Cawthon is not manipulative from what we've seen. Definitely not. At all. And that was very, just don't go watch FNAF. Don't join the server unless you want to stay updated on a few things. Really just don't. It's not the best source for information because they go by their own biased opinion. And when I say they, I mean John from FNAF. Not the game FNAF. FNAF, I'm kind of stalling. Sorry. But, alright, so basically, I wanted to make this video to say goodbye to Scott Cawthon, even though he's not going to see it, but, it's just kind of my own opinion on the matter and how I feel, and also just a goodbye, just to get it out there. I was originally going to make a post on the Reddit, but honestly, it's very chaotic there, and it's against the rules to really talk about it. So, yeah, I'm just going to talk about it here. So, I'm dying. So first of all, it's hard to process what's going on exactly, because I'm gonna cry. It feels like it was just yesterday when FNAF 1 came out, and Markiplier posted the first, FNAF video to make the games popular, and, he played it, and, it scared me, and all that, and everyone loved it, and it feels like just yesterday when I was making creepy, quote-unquote creepy art, and it was all gory with my stupid colored pencils, and it sucked. It feels like just yesterday that I just got the FNAF games, all of them. It feels like just yesterday when FNAF 3 came out and we all thought that Springtrap was was like a Freddy, and we thought they were in the sewers. It was just yesterday when the FNAF 3 demo game came out, but it was a troll. It feels like everything was just yesterday. But it feels very surreal that Scott Cawthon is now leaving the franchise, retiring. And honestly, it honestly makes me very sad. There is no hope really right now for me for, FNAF. There is hope for FNAF, but I'm saying, in my mind, for this subject, I do not feel hopeful. And some of my friends are saying that they really hope that Scott Cawthon helps out with the games in the future, and my theory is Scott Cawthon's oldest son might be running the show, He might be, making the games or, all that. And that's just my theory, I'm not really sure. I don't know what his oldest son is like, so I don't even know if he's interested in making games. I don't know. But, yeah, anyway. this is very hard for me to talk about because you're gonna figure out my age sooner or later, so I might as well say I was 8 when the first FNAF games came out. Yeah, I was 8 years old. Little kid, afraid to death. I remember my mom being like, and she still tells this story that I used to be so afraid I couldn't sleep, and to be honest, I didn't sleep until 6 a.m. I tried to last until 6 a.m. because I thought the animatronics were real and gonna come and murder me. Which, that's just, I don't know, I was a dumb kid. And I remember a lot about my childhood being filled with just FNAF. And it technically is still my childhood. I mean, I'm an older teen now, like I'm 15 years old. But I don't know, FNAF has kind of been in my life since I can really remember. I don't remember a lot. I don't even remember when I was 8 years old that much. I remember a few memories from different times, but I don't remember everything, which is, normal. I'm just saying. So it feels like I've known it my whole life. It's just taking up my whole memory. And I don't know. I've I I remember when the first FNAF book came out, the Silver Eyes, and everyone was shitting on it, saying it was terrible. But then other people were like, "Oh my God, this book is so amazing!" And I wanted the book for years. And then a couple years ago, I got the books, like the trilogy, and I loved it, and I still read it. And a couple days ago, I went to Walmart with my older sister, and I found like the graphic novels, and I'm still reading them, but it's hard to get through while, this whole thing is going on. And honestly, my opinion on the whole thing, see, I'm too young to really get into politics. Like, I'm way too young to really understand it. Like, I understand it, but not fully. But I personally think, as a 15-year-old who, like I said, doesn't fully understand politics, like, I don't know why they're supposed to be here. I know it's kind of to figure out who's going to run America, but, that's about all I know, really. Or, not just America, politics exist all over the world, but I'm just saying here, where I am. But, basically, I don't get why we have to cancel somebody for their political stance and their religious views, their religious beliefs. I I don't know. It's just stressful because I mean, if you're going to cancel him, why haven't we canceled many other people? Why are we canceling just one man? A man with a family. People are saying that nobody doxed Scott, and this is where I'm going to get angry, but I already feel angry about this whole thing, this part of it. People are saying that nobody doxed Scott, but people took the effort to go find that information. Like, it is public information, but well, not we, some people took the time to go find that information just to dox him. It is out there, but it's not information for us to find. That's not our business. Why would we? That's technically just doxing. It's really angering me that people are saying, oh, well, technically we didn't dox him. No, you did. You dumbasses. You did. You doxed him. You took the time to go find that information. You took the time to go make a post about that information on Reddit saying you found it, but not saying it, but you showed the website so people could probably also find it, and definitely did. You took the time. And that post was deleted, probably by moderators or the person I'm talking about on Reddit, but they... Sorry, my mic turns off at random times, but it just... the person took the time to go find that, post that they found it, and talk about it. The only reason he's being canceled is because he's a Trump supporter, basically. That's what my dad said. That's basically what's going on. And I don't know why young people are trying to silence people with other political views when a lot of us younger people do not fully understand it. We really don't. We don't even have the right to vote yet. Like, Sure, we can look into it, we can understand it, but we're pushing our views onto people before we can even have, like, we can have those views, but we can't really use those views to our advantage yet, if you know what I mean. Like, how about we leave people alone, let them have their own business, and just let them have their privacy. It's like, it'd be fine if that person found Scott's information on that website and then just, left or said, oh, I know Scott's information, which also would not be okay, but I'm just saying it'd be better than actually saying where the website is and talking about his political views. I mean, I know he was thinking about retiring, but he retired because of this. He could have retired later on when the franchise was like, all the games were done, when he decided they were done. Like, actually done, because security breach is still in the making, which I'm sure Steele will have it under control. I'm not sure if Scott really needs to be there anymore. I don't know how it's going. I don't know if he needs to, but then there's also the movie being made. Scott needs to direct that. And then, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he still needs to write the books, but I'm not completely sure. I don't know if Fazbear Frights 12 is out yet, so don't take my word on that. But, like, it's just so fucking stupid that people think that it's okay to cancel someone for that. Everyone has their own opinions, and if you're gonna cancel someone for, like, political stuff, think about where we're living right now. We live in a place for, like, freedom of speech and, like, any religious views. You can have any religious views here in America. Why are we, like, I sound so political. I'm really not a political person, but I'm saying that's what America was built on. So why are we canceling someone for something that they have the right to do? Why? That's the stupidest reason I've ever heard. Like, if he was actually homophobic or, like, racist, I'd understand. But he's not. He literally keeps saying he is not. He supports people. He's worked with different people of different races, of different sexual orientations, of different genders. Like, he's worked with people. And yet we're still canceling him for something that really doesn't even, like, matter. It really doesn't. It's none of your goddamn business anyway. That's his business and his family's business, not our business. We don't even know him personally. And we're sitting here canceling him for something that isn't, like I just said, our business. It's not our business. I don't care if it's on the internet somewhere. Someone took the time to find that, and that is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Why would you take the time to go find that and then type out a whole post about it? On Reddit, of all places, which is kind of to be expected. Why? Just why would anyone take the time to do that? That is absolutely fucking stupid. And I'm angry about that. And I don't even know Scott, and I'm angry about it. It's just stupid. But I just, we need to defend him. But now that he's retiring, it's over now, basically. Like, the games will still exist, the books will still exist, the media will still exist. But he will not be a part of it, and he will be absolutely missed. Everyone is going to miss him. And it makes me really sad that he's leaving. Like, I'm happy for him. Good on him for retiring, finally. I mean, that's awesome. He's happy. And he wants us to be happy, and that's amazing. But also, it's kind of sad, and I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss his Reddit updates. I'm going to miss his Scott, what was it? Scott World? Wait, hold on, I forget. Hold on. It's Scott Games. Jesus Christ. I'm going to miss his Scott Games updates. I'm going to miss everything. And, okay, here come the tears. Oh, God. I just have so many memories from it. So many that it would take hours to explain all my memories. I remember all the hoaxes. I remember when the first line of Funko FNAF merch came out. I wanted the Sanchi plushies, but I got the Funko plushies, and I was kind of salty about that. I remember that. I still have my first ever FNAF piece of, like, my first ever piece of FNAF merch. And, well, it's actually a couple. I got them on the same day. My dad gave me and my siblings some FNAF plushies to share. But my siblings really didn't like FNAF, so they're mine. I got Nightmare Foxy, Nightmare Freddy, FNAF 2 Cupcake, and I believe that was it. And, like, a few years later, I got a Freddy plush. Oh yeah, I also got Springtrap on that same day, and Springtrap is my favorite plush to ever own. It's really detailed and really cool. But, yeah, I remember that day, me and my siblings were playing, and my dad walks in holding a bag, and he's like, hey, I got you kids something, and he gives them to us, and he's like, here, have some FNAF plushies, you know? And I was so excited, like, super hyped about it, and I was so happy, and I believe I actually hugged him saying thank you. I don't really remember it too well, but I do remember it. I remember asking my parents for sister location on my tablet, and they were like, no, you're gonna be too afraid. You're gonna be afraid because, you know, you're afraid of FNAF. You're not gonna want to play it, you know. And I was very sad, and it was funny. I'm not salty about it, don't worry. It's actually really funny. I say that because I know my mom's gonna watch this. But, I remember when FNAF 4 came out, my brother was playing Gmod, and he had the mods, and I saw them, I'm like, oh, those are scary. And I remember, you know, us talking about, like, when FNAF 4 was gonna come out, we're like, there's a 4th game, my brother says. I'm like, oh, wow, that's amazing. And, like, he was playing with the FNAF 4 models in Gmod, and I was like, oh, what's that from? Is it from FNAF? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what's it about? Because I hadn't watched Markiplier's gameplays yet. And he was like, I don't think I should tell you. And he kept saying he shouldn't tell me until I finally got him to break, and he said, well, they're in your room and you have to survive. And I was absolutely terrified. He was right for not wanting to tell me, but I begged him so much that he had to. And I remember my first ever FNAF drawing too. It was of Freddy, I think, actually. Either that or Bonnie. It was one of the two. And I remember when I had a crush on Foxy, the pirate. I still have some pieces of artwork where... Can I find them on my computer? Wait, hold on. I want to find them. I want to show you. It's probably in here somewhere. I'm gonna hope it's in here somewhere. Oh my god, it is. Okay, so I used to have this old OC named Berry, Jellyberry, and I based my channel off of her. And this. Oh, that's just a thumbnail for an old video, but I used to simp for Foxy. I remember that, and I did for a few years. I kept it a giant secret because it was embarrassing. And I remember a lot, and I'm really gonna miss Scott Cawthon. And I know this video is very long, and I'm probably not gonna edit it, like, at all, because I don't feel the need to. I don't want to. It doesn't need to be edited. But yeah, I'll leave sources for, like, the Reddit post that Scott made, his goodbye, and I'll leave a link to Scott World. Was that what it's called? Scott World or Scott Games? Scott Games. I was getting FNAF World and Scott Games mixed. Sorry, I'll leave the link to Scott Games, that, in the description. And I think I'll leave a link to some of the goodbye videos as well. But I'm trying to contain myself. I'm already starting to cry. But I'm really, it's hard to say goodbye. And I really haven't fully, Jesus. Sorry, my mic turned off. I'm sure you heard me though, but it's gonna be really hard without, I don't know. It's just, I looked up to Scott Cawthon, even if I didn't know him. It's just gonna be sad without him being a part of the franchise anymore. I know he's, like, you know, still alive and doing well, probably, for the most part. I mean, he's definitely doing well for what he's saying, but It's honestly really sad, and I'm gonna miss it. But my brother made a really good point, and I want to share that point with you just before I end the video. He said, at least the first wave of, he didn't say wave, I don't really remember what he said, but at least the first storyline was finished. Sure, there's a new storyline out, but it's okay that that ends because we have the conclusion already. Those aren't his exact words, but that's basically what he said. He uses fancy big words, and I don't use big words. That's not part of my vocabulary, so really, yeah, but whatever. It's just, this is just kind of messing me up a little bit. And I was in the middle of making a FNAF 1 gameplay, which I'm still editing, but you can hear Milo in the back. Milo! What? You funky boy. He knows I'm sad. Hey, it's okay, buddy. But, what was I saying? Right, it's gonna be hard to get through making FNAF gameplays. It really is. Which, that'll be posted soon. Just, I need to take a little break from the whole FNAF fandom for a little bit because, yeah. God, Milo, what? But, in the description, I'm also going to leave a server I'm making. So, yeah, I don't know. I know this video is extremely long, and I've talked about it for like 20 minutes, but that's just coming from my heart, and that sounds cheesy. Ah, Milo! That sounds cheesy, but, it's true. It's coming from my heart, and I want to be honest. And I just don't get why we have to cancel someone so hard to where they leave the community. I don't think he was gonna leave just yet. I don't know when he was, but I doubt he was gonna leave in the middle of a production of a movie and a game. I feel like he'd leave it off. I feel like Security Breach might finish the story. I'm not sure, but if it does, or either that or the movie, I feel like he'd leave by then, after everything was out. But he's leaving before, which is okay. I understand he's being canceled and he wants to go live his life and be with his family, and he thought that now was a good time. But, and I understand that that's a good choice, but it's just kind of sad for me. It really is. It's honestly one of the sadder things that's happened in my life. And I guess that means I've had a good life if that's one of the saddest things that's ever happened to me. One of them. But I don't know. FNAF is like one of the biggest things in my life. And seeing Scott kind of just retire, go away for a while is either that or permanently, I don't really know, is sad. It really is. And I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss those days before all of the drama. I'm gonna miss the days when he'd make updates frequently, and I'm gonna miss the days when he would talk about it on Reddit or on his website. I'm gonna miss it all. I really am. Those were like the good days. Those were the golden years of FNAF. And now that it's over, it's just sad. I'm trying not to cry because I don't really want to cry on camera. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry for not editing this. I just want to get it out as quick as I can. And I know that there's no interesting or entertaining imagery to this video. But yeah, I think that's all I want to say on the matter. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go cry now. Yeah. Bye.